Hello everyone, my name is Hugh Wynn. I'm with U Student Advisors and I'm here to talk about the secrets to acing any test and its grit. So the first concept I want to talk to you about is exhausting your failures. Exhausting failures is something that was introduced to me by an engineering professor, Barbara Oakley from the Oakland University, A Mind for Numbers. It was her book, and she was originally a Russian major, but she transferred to an engineering major. And in order to adapt to this, she had to change her study habits, and exhausting failures is a great way to summarize the way to approach STEM classes. They say failure is not an option, but it should be. You gotta fail and then get up again, fail and get up again, and fail and get up again. That's how you really grow. We should be completing and redoing our homework, practice exams, and problem sets as a way to exhaust our failures. The actual exam should be a time to perform what you've been doing, not a time to practice. And if you treat our exams as the same way that we treat our piano recitals or dance recitals, then we would perform a lot better. And what I mean is rehearsing a whole bunch before our performance. And once we get to our performance, we should have little to no mistakes. And then the second concept I want to introduce is the growth mindset. This is something that was studied pretty heavily by Carol Dweck, a psychology professor at Stanford University. And she says that the growth mindset is a mindset that you can grow your skills because they are malleable and not fixed. Many of us have the false idea that we are either STEM or non-STEM people. Those limiting beliefs are the very things that hold us back, and as soon as we shift our paradigms, we're on our way to shifting weaknesses into strengths. I am a psychology major. I came into university with only a semester of chemistry, so I was pretty frightened by the fact that I would have to take chemistry every single semester, but with the growth mindset, I was able to tell myself that with commitment and time, I'd be able to succeed in these classes. So if any of you are feeling discouraged, I encourage you all to get up and try again. As Pauletta Washington would say, if you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you have never done. So in other words, do something unnatural over and over again until it becomes second nature. The capacity to do something really, really well will take some time. And while you grow through the process of being comfortable, keep your head up because mastery is right around the corner. And then I want to talk about grit. Grit is something studied by the University of Pennsylvania professor Angela Duckworth. She defines grit as perseverance and passion towards long-term goals. And this is actually the largest predictor of success in these long-term goals. And the two ways to cultivate these skills of grit is investing in grit developing activities. This could be sports or music or other hard classes. And once we get to the challenge, we have two options. We could either give up or we can push through these challenges. And those who do push through these challenges and stick it out typically are able to transfer these experiences to these hard academic challenges that a lot of STEM majors or pre-professional students typically encounter. So we either do that or we could surround ourselves with other gritty people or gritty environments. And if we don't have parents who have professional degrees and who are able to role model these grit paradigms, it's important to seek out these role models by finding mentors, finding other peers that can help us keep each other accountable, because it's a lot easier to conform than to discipline ourselves to do the work. So if we find people at the beginning of the semester, either by going to office hours or hanging out at the end of class and seeing who are asking questions at the end of the class, then we're able to really speed up the process of finding the group of people that really support our goals and keep each other accountable and are really working hard to do really well in the class. And the thing I do want to leave with y'all is the idea of just not being perfect. I think many of us have been socialized to maintain this image of perfection and beam up those who are naturals. And it's a toxic culture that prevents people from making those crucial mistakes to ascend to excellence. And just because you're asking questions doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. In fact, you'll be more respected for being brave enough to ask questions and seek advice than being perfect. Success stories rarely talk about the not so glamorous journey to success, but it's the only way to reap the rewards you want. So then you can discuss about it. Feel free to email me about at ufstudentadvisors@gmail.com. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscription.